Hello and welcome back to another episode of my Dofus Let's Play Quest 200. My last video we left off with completing the Astrub quest, or the main quest we should say, Uprising Damp. I'm on the location here where we start the Forest Walk quest, which is the next step. But I wanted to show you first these cool looking shield covers I've got. This weekend Ankama was hosting what they call a dungeon rusher, and that's where there is a dungeon. Sometimes they do a big event where they'll have several dungeons, but basically they pick a dungeon. If you complete that dungeon over the weekend, you get a shield cover. And I call it a cover because it goes on top of whatever shield you're wearing. So this is the shield I have on, the Treknid shield, and that's what it looks like. But you can take this and put it on top, and it's still that same shield, but it just has a cover on top of it now. And the dungeon that they had for this weekend in honor of Halloween, I suppose, is the Boo Stash dungeon. Yeah, this one right here, which is located up in this. They've got this carnival thing that they made. They call it the Troll Fair. I haven't really explored it very much, but there's this dungeon right here called the Haunted House. I was good level cap for it, and I was like, well, that's only this weekend, because once this weekend passes, you can't get this shield. They sometimes will have a repeat event where they'll put a bunch of shields out, or a lot of dungeons out there where people can run around and try to collect the ones that they've missed. I have several of these on my main account, and they're fun because you can kind of change them up to match your outfit. Anyways, so I accomplished that. I've been doing some leveling with my characters. Alright, so here we are. This is the Mercenary recruit. This is the where we were going to pick up the quest Forest Walk, and we need to talk to him. There you are. The boss won't be long. Check out what we found in this cart. You're in for a shock. Let's take a peek. Oh! Whoa, wasn't expecting that little setup. What's this? Pandala sign. Interesting. Okay, this is a fairly straightforward fight. I think I'll knock this out with 3 other characters and then we'll pick up on the quest. Okay, yeah, we need to go talk to Igor Ant. That little poor Igor. I wonder if he knows he's got some people working for him that are not being very honest here. Alright, let's see what you say. You were attacked by Pandawas? I'm glad to see you managed to escape. It must have been Pandikazes, who were pretending to be mercenaries. Those troll turds won't stop it. Those troll turds won't stop at anything, and were probably after you for having arrested one of their own. Would that be Noah, who's still down in the slammer? After an unbearably cruel tickling, Noah finally confessed. He worked for the Pandikazes. Those rebel Pandawas hate foreigners coming to their island in search of Dofus. With their Drago turkey eggs, they hope to satisfy the greed of the laziest adventurers, who readily abandon their long quest and accept a Dofua. The unrest caused by the Pandikazes is damaging relations between Grandapan, the Pandawa's spiritual leader, and the Council of Astrub. Action is needed. You should go and see Phalanster and tell him what has happened in the forest. You got it. Oh, look, there's Rathathrosk. They've been chatting, I guess. Alright, Phalanster. It seems these fanatics didn't appreciate you sticking your nose in their business. These Pandikazes are getting bolder. If they start attacking adventurers or lashing out at council investigators, we'll need to take a harder line, and our relations with the inhabitants of Pandala Island could suffer. I want to know I've got Grandapan's support before making a decision. so you wouldn't say no to a spot of sightseeing of Pandala Island. It's very kind of you, and there might be another reason for you to go. It's said that there's a wise man on the island who knows a lot about Dofus, because he's a guardian of one of them. Maybe he can help you make headway in your quest for dragon eggs. Well, yes, that is the quest of this YouTube channel, to get the dragon eggs. I'll write a note to Grandapan right now. Scribbles quickly on a scroll bearing the Astrub coat of arms. I also want you to get some news from Pyrite, one of our most skilled miners. He was poisoned by noxious fumes from the tunnels. We sent him with some other Inutrophs to find a cure from Shaman Survivanta. I need to know his health is improving and that he hasn't been troubled by the panda keys. Slides the message into an envelope and stamps a wax seal on it. I'm counting on you to deliver this letter into the hands of the Pandawa's spiritual guide and no one else. To get to the land of bamboo milk, all you have to do is take a large wooden bridge that links the island to the continent. Say hi to the shaman and Grandapan for me. I know they're not very fond of the panda keys, which makes them precious allies. Thank you for everything you've done, Sir Tanks-a-Lot. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Good luck with your quest. Alright. That finishes up a model citizen. And look at that. 10 more achievement points. We are over 700 points. We are almost to 1,000. I don't know if there's I'm sure there's like mile markers for getting achievements. Oh yeah, here we go. 1,000 achievements. Oh yeah, we'll get some sidekicks. I'll have to go over what those sidekicks are here at some point, because anybody who's a solo player, or maybe you only run 2 accounts, having access to those sidekicks could be very handy. It's basically a way of getting an extra character in your group without having to pay for another account. But that's a whole nother project. If it's something you really want to know about, super fast, spam the comments section with tell me about sidekicks and I'll hop right on that. All right, now if we accept our achievement, we have the kneel emote now. Look at that. I don't know, can I kneel while I'm on a mount? Nope. Let's hop off there. See what the kneel looks like. Haha. See, that's a little different than the sit. That's fun. Okay, now Phalanster just gave us the quest medical visit. Now, to get to Pandala Island, here we are, Astrub's right here. This little bridge right here is what they're talking about that connects to Pandala Island. First video where we're actually leaving kind of the main Ankama area. Now Pandala is divided into kind of 4 sections. Right here in the center, this is considered neutral Pandala. You see it up in the top right corner there, it says neutral Pandala. Over here on the left it says air Pandala, you got water, earth, and fire. The Pandala set is actually, it comes in all 4 types here. It comes in a water, earth, fire, and air. And over here's where you would get some of those pieces to do that. There's also several dungeons over here. This one here is the bulb dungeon. That's where we get the spell soul capture that I mentioned before. We'll be hitting that at some point to pick that up, probably fairly soon too, because I want to be able to soul capture things. But Pandala Island is something you can't just run into it. There's actually a quest here and a quest that's on the other side of the bridge. Now this one you have to do. This one I believe is optional, but if you don't do this quest, the NPCs inside the Pandala areas, they won't talk to you. I think the ones that are related to the quest might. I'm not entirely sure, but we're going to do both. This one's really easy. And then this one I think takes a little bit more work, but we're going to do that one as well so we don't run into any issues. All right, here we are at the bridge to Pandala. And we're going to talk to Moku. Hello, I'm sorry, but you can't cross. The bridge is impassable while it's being worked on. The bridge has been sabotaged. It was the work of separatist panda keys, for sure. Well, anyway, the repairs are almost complete, but I need someone to deal with some rotseers. Well, we just took care of a bunch of them. Those pickaxe fanatics are attacking the Pandawa workers. They can't stand the fact that others can dig big holes. Fancy teaching them a lesson? Oh, most certainly. So it looks like we need to defeat one of each type of rotseer. The order of my attackers have changed up a bit with gear being swapped out on some of these guys. Explosion still goes last. Not sure if anyone noticed, but I ended up switching out the AP mount on Old Greybeard for the Drago Turkey, mainly because I never really had much to do with that one extra AP, and he seemed like he was struggling on health a lot, so I decided to switch him out. Now that's something I will most likely end up changing down the road at some point, because the AP will end up being more valuable, but for now, the health is kind of what's more important, especially since I wasn't really having much use for that one extra AP. Alright, those. I might be able to snag this bonus. I can't help it. Even though I'm like way overpowered for this group and there's no need. Well, I get more resources and stuff, but... Oh, it looks like I still have an idol on. I got one of these, yeah, right there. Anytime an enemy dies, all the enemies get an extra MP. See, they just got one too. I forgot I had that on there from earlier. Alright. Hit you with this. Awesome. And a little bit of damage here. Almost. Not quite enough. But I used all my MP. Alright, I can hit around a corner with this. And I don't think I'm going to be able to reach him, but I'm still going to use this attack just to use up my AP for the bonus. Alright, let's see here. 1. That puts me down to 6. And I'm definitely going to finish it off with this next punch. So I'm going to waste 1. And then that way I can use my last 3 AP. Snag that bonus. Alright, that takes care of 3 of the 4. Which one do we got left? Spadery. Haha, here's one all by himself. Here we are. This bonus I really don't care about. I'll put the harpoon right here. That'll take care of it. Boom. Alright, now let's go back up and talk to Moku. Alright, Moku. Darn rotseers. I hope you've dealt with them. Oh yes. Good. My workers are knackered out, and a drink will do them a world of good. Would you be so kind as to bring me 10 or so Astrub beers to quench their thirst? Now it says hand over drinks because I knew about this step before heading over here, so I went ahead and bought them. Basically, you're just gonna go to the Astrub Inn right here, and you buy 10 Astrub beers. They're 40 commas a piece, which makes 400 commas. That's really cheap. Thank you. My men and I really needed that. The bridge has now been repaired. Don't hesitate to let me know if you see any saboteurs. And praise be to the goddess. Alright, we have arrived on the other side of the bridge. Guard Urwax. Let's see what Guard Urwax says.